1. Oh, baby. Once upon a time, I was too happy. I know that's not rational, but there's still a part of me that blames everything that happened afterward on that one simple fact. Something bad had to happen. I was having one of the most perfect days of my life, and I allowed myself to be too happy. It had snowed while goddaughter and I were camping in the Cascades, one of those early April snows that have been becoming more common in Southwest Virginia in recent years. Our heaviest snows have begun in February, and from March onward the mountain weather seems to fluctuate 40 degrees every 3 days, going from snow to t-shirt weather back to snow again, as if the weather were bipolar. In any case, there's something about getting naked and keeping warm in an insulated tent while the world around you is frozen that adds a layer of intensity to the experience. Sig had kept up a running joke about how the weekend wasn't exactly the kind of date with Prince Charming that most women pictured. She would make proclamations about needing the royal roll of toilet paper before going off into the woods, or start yelling for footmen to come make us s'mores while we were entangled in our sleeping bag. But she was cracking jokes because she doesn't like getting mushy, not because she was being passive-aggressive. I suppose I could have found the Prince Charming references slightly annoying. My name may be John Charming, but I'm not royalty, and nobody in my family ever was. But Sig and I were in that physical intoxication phase of a new relationship where every word, gesture, and glance is saturated in a hormonal nimbus. I wanted to fill my hands and mouth and heart with her. Her skin felt like it should be glowing, and she smelled like home. Honestly, she could have belched loudly and called my mother a whore, and I would have had to struggle not to view it as some kind of delightful postmodern irony. The hike back down the mountains had been magical too, like traveling through a series of paintings. The freezing your ass off collection, maybe, but still beautiful. Then we decided to bypass the interstate and wound up getting lost in a little nowhere Appalachian town called Eccleston, about 20 minutes outside Blacksburg, Virginia. We stopped at this brick building that looked like an old-fashioned general store and discovered that it was a restaurant called the Palisades. It was like finding a diamond in a plug of tobacco. Warm air gusted through antique grates in the wooden floor while we drank hot cider and thawed out. I was trying not to release obscene-sounding sighs when the waitress brought out some of the best focaccia I've ever had in my life. The outer crust of the bread was lightly dusted with spices, and when my teeth broke through that crisp surface, they sank into soft warmth lightly infused with cheese. "Sweet mother of all that's good and crunchy," I said reverently. "Forget the pizza. I just want 6 more of these appetizers."
"I can't believe you ordered pizza anyway."
Sig had refused to give up the menu even after she ordered, and she was still studying it intently as if trying to make sure that it wasn't some kind of trick.
"You can get a pizza anywhere. How many places around here have food like this?"
Sig had ordered quail that was stuffed with chestnuts and Italian sausage, and then covered with some kind of cranberry glaze, and I could see her point. "I ordered before I tasted this appetizer," I said. "This place doesn't look all that swanky, and it's hard for anybody to screw up a pizza so badly that I can't get behind it."
"It's not like we look all that fancy ourselves," Sig observed. "I haven't showered in 2 days."
"Don't worry." I reached over and got her to put her menu down by taking her hand and planting a lingering kiss on the back of her wrist while I lightly stroked her pulse. We made eye contact, and I promised, "When I get you into a shower, I'll clean you thoroughly." Sig cleared her throat. Her voice was a little huskier than usual.
"You do realize that thoroughly means focusing on more than 2 places, right?"
"Those areas behind the elbows and knees are very important," I said virtuously. Sig laughed and released my hand.
"Oh, please. Whoever said cleanliness is next to godliness never showered with you."
That made me smile. "You know, you're joking around a lot more these days."
"I'm happy."
She confessed this as if it were a character flaw. After a moment's reflection, she added,
"You're joking around less. Or at least not in the same way."
"I'm happy too," I told her, meaning it. That's when her cell phone rang. See what I mean? It was like the universe was speaking. We both froze. We'd had a no-cell-phone agreement for the weekend.
"Shit,"
Sig swore as the phone rang a second time, then confessed.
"I checked my messages while you were in the restroom.